also address no side effects on our bodies. Probiotics are a type of microorganisms and they exist in vast quantities within the human body. Next, let's explore what intestinal microecology is all about. Our bodies have a powerful microecosystem, especially the intestinal microecosystem, which is more significant and complex. The genes of microorganisms are also part of our genes, but they evolve at a faster rate, capable of adapting to the needs of human body. However, changes in human lifestyle have disrupted the balance of microbial system within us. For instance, while antibiotics can save lives, they also kill beneficial microorganisms. Modern people's high fat, high sugar, and low fiber diets habits have caused an imbalance in the ratio of fattening and slimming microorganisms in the body, leading to intestinal diseases and increasing the risk of inflammation in the body tissues. The prevalence of cesarean section and formula milk deprives newborns of the opportunity to inherit beneficial bacteria from their mothers and even raises the risk of infection with harmful bacteria. You may take a look at the data in the picture. We often say that the human body has 60 trillion cells, but you can see that there are 100 trillion microorganisms, which is even more than the number of human cells. Their weight is about 1 kilogram or roughly over 2 pounds. Are they all good bacteria? Of course not. There are good ones and bad ones. In neural ones, let's take a look at the microecology in the intestinal tract. Beneficial bacteria, often termed probiotics, are live microorganisms that confer a health benefit to the host. Their defining characteristics include their ability to support digestive health by aiding in the breakdown of food and synthesis of certain vitamins, such as vitamin B vitamins and vitamin K. They play a crucial role in strengthening the immunity system by outcompeting pathogenic bacteria for resources and attachment sites in the gut and by modulating immune responses. Furthermore, beneficial bacteria help maintain a balanced intestinal environment by producing substances like short-chain fatty acids that nourishes the gut lining and by helping to regulate gut pH. Harmful bacteria, mainly anaerobic bacteria, in relatively small quantities, such as Staphylococcus, Pseudomonas, Proteus, and etc., do not cause disease in the host under normal circumstances. However, if their numbers increase beyond a certain range, they can cause infections and lead to illness. The metabolic products of harmful bacteria include ammonia, hydrogen sulfide, indole, and metal indole. Volatile fatty acids, and etc. Some harmful bacteria also produce endotoxins. If this metabolic waste cannot be promptly excreted from the body, they will be absorbed by the large intestine wall and enter the bloodstream, circulating throughout the body and affecting various organs. And neural bacteria, often referred to as commensal bacteria, are the most prevalent and opportunistic members of the gut microbiome. Their primary characteristic is their adaptability. They are not inherently beneficial like probiotics, strains, nor inherently harmful like pathogenic bacteria. Instead, they remain neural and take on an wait and see approach, thriving and functioning effectively in a balanced gut environment. However, their most defining trait is their swing vote behavior. When the gut is healthy, they contribute to overall microbial stability and can even perform some beneficial functions. But if the balance is disrupted, a state known as dysbiosis, these same neural bacteria can be influenced by harmful bacteria to shape their behavior, potentially exacerbating inflammation or other negative conditions. Therefore, the overall health of the gut ecosystem is critical in determining whether neural bacteria act as silent partners or silent adversaries. The benefits of probiotics extend across diverse population, offering tailored advantages based on unique life stages and health status. Let's first look at their effects on infants. Probiotics can quickly establish and maintain a normal intestinal flora for babies. The two major families of probiotics include Lactobacillus and Bifidobacterium. When there are sufficient amounts of beneficial bacteria residing in the intestines, harmful bacteria have no place to settle. The acetic acid and lactic acid produced by probiotics increase the acidity of intestine, further preventing the growth of harmful bacteria. Therefore, they are very important for the immunity of infants. This is also why we encourage vaginal delivery, during which beneficial bacteria are squeezed through the birth canal and enter the baby's body. So, for infants, particularly when delivered through breastfeeding or fortified formulas, probiotics are instrumental in establishing a robust gut microbiome, which can reduce the risk of allergies, eczema, and infectious ailments, while also aiding in the development of resilient immune system. For adolescents navigating the tumultuous years of puberty, probiotics offer a suite of benefits that address their unique psychological and lifestyle challenges. This life stage is marked by significant harmful fluctuations, which can wreak havoc not only on the skin but also on the gut microbiome, often leading to issues like irregular bowel movements, bloating, and digestive discomfort. Probiotics help restore microbial balance, prompting smoother digestion and regularity. Crucially, a significant portion of immune system resides in the gut, and by supporting a healthy gut environment, probiotics can strengthen a teenager's immune defenses, potentially reducing the frequency of common illnesses like colds and flu, a particular advantage for those in crowded school settings. Furthermore, the connection known as the gut brain axis is highly relevant for this group. The gut microbiome produces a vast array of neurochemicals, and a balanced gut has been linked to improve mood and potential reduction in stress and anxiety, which are prevalent during these high pressure years. For many teens, the hormonal shift of puberty also trigger acne, and emerging research suggests that certain probiotics strains can help modulate inflammation and improve skin health from the inside out. Finally, as adolescents often experiment with less than ideal diets, high in processed foods and sugars, which can disrupt gut flora. Probiotic supplementation can act as protective measure, helping to maintain microbial diversity and resilience, thereby supporting their overall growth and development during this critical period. Let's talk about women. For women, probiotics offer a wide array of targeted benefits that extend far beyond general digestive health, directly supporting unique psychological system and life stages. A primary advantage is the profound support for orogenital health. Specific probiotic strains, particularly Lactobacillus species, help maintain a healthy and acidic pH balance in the vaginal microbiome. This acts as a critical defense mechanism, crowding out harmful pathogens like yeast and bacteria to significantly reduce the risk and recurrence of common infections such as bacterial vaginosis, yeast infections, and urinary tract infections. Furthermore, the influence of probiotics is deeply interconnected with a women's hormonal landscape. They aid in the metabolism and regulation of estrogen through an enzyme called beta-glucuronidase, which can help alleviate symptoms of hormonal fluctuations, such as those experienced during the menstrual cycle, perimenopause, and menopause, including bloating and mood swings and irregularity. For women in their childbearing years, a healthy gut microbiome is crucial not only for their own well being, but also for laying the foundation for a healthy pregnancy. Maternal probiotic intake has been linked to a reduced risk of gestational diabetes, preeclampsia, and even pass on immune benefits for the newborn. Throughout a woman's life, the gut skin axis also plays a role with balanced microbiome, contributing to reduce inflammation and potentially clearer skin by bolstering the gut immune system interface. Probiotics empower women's bodies to manage stress more effectively and maintain overall vitality, making them a cornerstone of holistic female health from adolescence through postmenopause. For the elderly, probiotic supplementation offers a powerful natural strategy to counter several age related health declines, making it a crucial component of healthy aging. A primary benefit is the restoration of digestive harmony as the aging process and frequent medication use often deplete the gut's natural microbial diversity, leading to prevalent issues like constipation, bloating, and indigestion. Probiotics directly address this by reintroducing beneficial bacteria, which enhance gut motility and improve nutrient absorption, a critical function when age related malabsorption can lead to deficiencies in vital nutrients like vitamin B12 and calcium. Furthermore, with the immune system naturally declining with age, a phenomenon known as immunosenescence, the gut's role as the body's largest immune organ becomes paramount. Probiotics actively strengthen immunity defenses by crowding out pathogens and stimulating immune cell activity, thereby reducing the risk and severity of common infections like influenza and pneumonia. Emerging research also highlights the profound connection between gut health and cognitive function via the gut brain axis by reducing systematic inflammation and producing neuroactive compounds. Probiotics may help support memory, focus, and mood, potentially offering a protective effect against cognitive decline. For an elderly population often managing chronic conditions and polypharmacy, probiotics provide a supportive therapy that can enhance quality of life, improve resilience, and promote overall vitality by fundamentally nurturing the cure of their psychological well being. In traditional Chinese medicine, the lung and the large intestine are interior and exteriorly related with lung governing skin and hair, while in Western medicine, the influence of gut bacteria on lung and skin health is a powerful demonstration of the gut organ axis, where the gut microbiome acts as a remote control certain for systematic inflammation and immune responses. Regarding lung health, the gut-lung axis function through immune crosstalk beneficial gut bacteria train and calibrate the immune system, prompting it to produce balanced levels of immune cells and signaling molecules, cytokines. A healthy, diverse gut microbiome encourages an anti inflammatory state, which can help the lungs mount an effective defense against pathogens like viruses and bacteria, while preventing excessive and damaging inflammation. This is crucial for managing the risk and severity of respiratory infections like asthma, and even chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, for short, COPD. Conversely, a disrupted gut microbiome dysbiosis can promote a pro-inflammatory state, potentially worsening allergic airways disease and reducing the lungs' ability to fight off infections. Similarly, the gut-skin axis operates a parallel principles. An imbalanced gut flora can increase intestinal permeability, called leaky gut, allowing inflammatory substances to enter bloodstream. This systematic inflammation can manifest on the skin as conditions like acne, psoriasis, and rosacea, and eczema. Furthermore, gut bacteria are involved in metabolism of dietary compounds and the production of substances like short-chain fatty acids, for short SCFAS, which help regulate skin inflammation, control oil production, and strengthen the skin's protective barrier. Now, let's explore from three main aspects for better understanding of probiotics functions. You will then realize that probiotics play so many important roles in our body. Firstly, they enhance the intestinal mucosal barrier function and colonization resistance. This effect is manifested in the role of probiotics on cells. Probiotics promote the digestion of cellulose and nutrients, thereby providing energy and substances like short chain fatty acids and various enzymes, various vitamins, and etc. to stimulate goblet cells to produce mucus, planet cells to release defenses, and epithelial cells to synthesize tight junction proteins, regulating intestinal permeability, maintaining the mechanical barrier function of the intestinal, regulating and preventing epithelial cell apoptosis. Secondly, to prevent of adhesion and colonization of pathogenic bacteria. The research indicates that some probiotics react with intestinal epithelial cells to compete for binding sites, thereby inhibiting the adhesion and colonization of intestinal pathogenic bacteria. Additionally, the surface proteins of probiotics can enhance their adhesion ability to epithelial cells, allowing the probiotics to occupy and colonize the site, thereby preventing the beating of pathogenic bacteria to intestinal mucosal receptors. Thirdly, they enhance the immune response of intestinal mucosa and the entire system. The probiotics in the intestines can influence the function of various immune cells, such as monocytes, macrophages, T cells, and B cells, and natural killer cells in the body through direct or indirect means, thereby playing a role in regulating immunity and controlling inflammation. Approximately 70% of the immune cells in the human body are colonized in the intestines. So they provide strong support for both the mucosa and the immune system. So what what would happen if the balance of probiotics was disrupted? This microbial ecosystem can affect a person's psychology and physiology, emotion, and choices because studies have shown that the intestines are closely linked to the brain and kidneys, liver, bones, skin and heart, and lungs, and reproductive system. For example, when a person moves to a new place or environment, their intestinal function will initially be unadapted and they are prone to constipation. Another example is that a person who often eats junk food or food in high sugar, fat, and low in fiber will become addicted to junk food because they are more bad bacteria in their body. And a person who often eats healthy food will not be reinforced by junk food once they accidentally consume spoiled water, meat, or nutritionally deficient food. They will immediately vomit subconsciously because the healthy microbial ecosystem in their body enhances the ability sensitivity. Therefore, the balance of intestinal microecology is extremely crucial for our health. After all, when the intestinal flora is in balance, it can further reduce the toxins entering the bloodstream and minimize damage to internal organs. And for the immune system, a balanced intestinal flora is of great significance too. In packs, some fermented or pickled foods in our daily diet can have few bacterial effects on our gut flora. However, these effects are limited and extremely insignificant for the intestines. In the yogurt we drink, many of the bacteria are no longer alive, and drinking it won't have much effect. Moreover, many people don't consume enough vegetable and fruits in their daily lives, which means the beneficial bacteria can't obtain water soluble dietary fibers and thus can't establish a good colonization. Then it is necessary to supplement high quality live bacteria through exogenous means. Green World Blueberry Probiotics is worth your choice. First advantage is that it is rich in various probiotics such as thermophilic, streptococcus, acidophilus, and lactobacillus, long and bifidobacterium, and lactobacillus bifidus, which all help to regulate the balance of intestinal flora and exert the beneficial effects of probiotics. The second advantage is the advanced technology in ADAPS, which is the double layer encapsulation technology. We want the probiotics to be active and enter the human body alive, and they must be encapsulated because strong acidity of gastric juice and the digestive enzymes it contains can kill and digest most probiotics. As the environment in the small intestines is like alkaline, those bacteria that are not afraid of gastric acid will also not able to survive in the small intestines. Probiotics with multi-layer encapsulation technology have acid and alkali resistance and can resist the erosion of gastric acid in bile, fully ensuring their activity. The third advantage is it ensures that these active probiotics can truly establish a good colonization in the intestines. In order to achieve their goal, adequate amount are needed. Therefore, our probiotics have a high content with approximately 10 billion live bacteria per bag. The fourth advantage is ease of consumption. You can take it orally directly or mix it with milk or warm water and stir evenly. Then drink it all at once. It's convenient for daily supplementation. In addition, except for supplementing probiotics, we also need to provide intestinal probiotics with food and prebiotics so that these probiotics can continuously multiply. For human body, high quality prebiotics with passing through the digestive tract are mostly not digested by human body but are absorbed by intestinal flora. The most important thing is that it is not only proliferates the good bacteria, probiotics that are beneficial to the human body rather than proliferating harmful bacteria that have potentially pathogenicity. In simple terms, probiotics are the nutrients for the probiotics in the human body and especially good for the proliferation of bifidobacteria as beneficial intestinal bacteria mainly include bifidobacteria and lactobacilli and etc. After being fermented in the human intestine, bifidobacteria can produce lactic acid and acetic acid, which can enhance the body's utilization rate of minerals such as calcium and iron, and promote the absorption of iron and vitamin D. Bifidobacteria ferment lactose and produce galactose, which is component of cerebroside in the brain nervous system and is closely related to the rapid growth of the brain after a baby is born. Bifidobacteria can produce essential nutrients for the human body, such as vitamin B1, B2, and B6 and B12, as well as alanine, valine, and aspartic acid and threonine. They play an important role in providing nutrition for the human body. Another advantages is that we have also added blueberry powder and blueberry extract in this product. They have anti-inflammatory and antioxidative benefits. Moreover, the water-soluble dietary fiber contained in blueberries is also helpful for the health of intestinal microecosystem. Also, blueberry cyanin are small molecular water-soluble substances that can pass through the blood-to-brain barrier, and the blood-eye barrier are quite beneficial for cardiovascular health. However, there are still some precautions that need to be noted that before or while you are using this product, for example, You need to store this product in low temperature environment. Take it with warm water and the temperature should not exceed 40 degrees. You need to drink it immediately after preparation. If you are taking antibiotics, undergoing radiotherapy or chemotherapy, experiencing emotional depression, having a weak psyche, or compromised immunity, it will cause the intestinal flora to be out of balance. You may not receive satisfactory effect after taking this product as certain intestinal microorganisms such as Clostridium perepergens will propagate excessively in the intestines and produce harmful substances such as ammonia, amines, hydrogen sulfide, and fecal odor, indole and nitrite, and bacterial toxins, and etc., thereby further affecting the health of the body. While you're taking blueberry probiotics, avoid eating spicy, irritating, and greasy foods. For adults, you may take one bag each time, and depending on the situation, you may take 1 to 2 bags per day. Meanwhile, it is not recommended for infants, pregnant women, or lactating women to take this product. It is better for them to consult a doctor before taking it. So, if you want to be healthy, live a long life, stay young, and have a good immunity, improve cardiovascular and cerebrovascular health, and alleviate chronic inflammations, you got to start by regulating the health of your intestinal flora because intestinal health is a requisite of overall health. So that's all for today's sharing. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, Michelle, for that wonderful presentation. You have taken us through this wonderful new addition to our list of products, and now our distributors understand what the Greenworld Blueberry Probiotics is. They are able to, they now know what it is used for, how it is supposed to be used. And this is really important information because it is going to go a long way in helping them to know how to use it and also how to market it to their clients. Thank you to everyone else who attended this session. I hope that it was enlightening. I hope it was insightful. And I hope that the information that has been shared will be of great use to you and your business. So we have come to the end of tonight's training. I just want to say thanks again and wishing you a nice week ahead, a good night and a wonderful week ahead. See you again in our next session. This session has been recorded. If you need it, you can let me know, and then I will share it with you. Although I'm going to try and share it on Greenwald Kenya YouTube channel. I want to have it a bit more active, posting this recording so that any one of you who wishes to review the training can get them there. So I'll try doing that. So thank you very much. See you again in our next session on Thursday. With that, I'll unmute all of you so that you can say your goodbyes and your good nights as we part. Sante sana. Thank you very much, Michelle. Good night.
Thank you
Good
so
night.
much,
Apostle
sir.
Kamodo, good night.
Good night.
Yes,
Good night,
sir.
everyone.
Cecilia
Night,
Montfort,
everyone.
Thanks a lot, madam.
Good night.
Night,
Good
everyone.
Good night,
Baron
all.
Betts, good night.
Good night, Coach Malanga. Good night, everyone.
GWDC, Chris Obongo, good night.
Good
Mr.
night,
Kombo, good night.
everybody.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good night.
Take
Good
care.
Jacinta
Good night.
Mugambi, good night.
Good
GWDC
night,
Mwenda, good
everyone.
night.
Good night.
Good night, Mr.
Good
Freddy.
night.
Good night.
Michelle.
Good night.
Michelle.
Good
Philip
night. Thank
Masharia,
Bye.
you.
Thank you so much. Good night, Michelle.
good night.
Thank you. Good night too.
Good night.